Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Fronts from Work. I'm Tom, this is Sean, and on today's episode we are going to be reviewing Extraction 2. But before we do that, do us a favor, leave a like right now, subscribe down below, follow us on TikTok and Instagram, links are on the screen and down below.
Oh, spoilers.
Dude.
Sorry.
Dude, come on. Alright, I don't even
Happy
care.
Juneteenth.
No, he lost it. You're only half, alright? You used that last episode. And you can't use it now. Sorry, I'm going to take it off because Sean uses Juneteenth card last recording. So, Extraction 2, I didn't like it. I was very disappointed. It felt like there was a lot fewer action scenes. It felt like it was really trying to be a movie. If that makes sense. That's like the Harry Styles clip. You know, it's really a movie. But it felt like it was trying to have a little more emotional grip than what it's supposed to be. Like, they advertised the first Extraction as action, action, action. Like, this is crazy, great action. Like, and then every movie has to have some emotional for the sake of story. But this one felt like there's fewer action scenes. And the action scenes were good. They were fun. But it felt really slow. It felt really, really, really slow. And I was just bored. I was really bored, and it felt really long to get to a lot of the action scenes. Like, the first 30 minutes were fun. Then it was like 40 minutes, I was just bored. And there was like a 10-minute action scene, then another 30 minutes, and then like the last 20 was good.
Well, 40 minutes were you bored?
And after the prison.
I guess that seemed like. I don't agree with Lottie's side. There was a lull after the prison part, which was weird because you thought like you were just getting the vibe that like the whole movie was going to be the prison.
Yeah.
Like, so there was a weird lull to me. I agree after the prison scene because, after they got away.
Yeah.
When they go to like the hotel, right? But I wouldn't. I thought there was a lot of action in it.
I feel like there's a lot less. That's what I stand by. Like,
I don't know. I can't remember the beginning or the first ones how many different action sequences. I think there were a lot of. I guess that was just nonstop. There was no stop. Like at no point did they stop. They were being hunted the whole time. This one they take like 4 breaks.
Yeah.
Where they're like, all right, we got away. Okay, he's gonna find us. All right, we got away on the train. All right, he blew our train up. All right, we got away on a plane. Okay, the kid called him, and now he's gonna meet us in a different country, and they just could travel across state lines and with
country lines,
continent
lines,
with rocket launchers and assault rifles. So that part I do agree. There was a little lull where they like after the initial scene and they meet him again, but I thought the action was dope.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was much of a story, really. They kind of slipped that stuff in there with his kid, but they really touched base only at the beginning and then at the end again.
But even in the middle is like the side character. Like, this movie reminded me of like bad action. Not bad. I don't want to say bad, but like it hit every cliche a mediocre action movie will do. Like the first one was like, it was like there was like a couple cliches, but like they flipped it on him. It was really fun. They had like. One of my favorite scenes, and I think you agree with this, like when he was like slapping the kids in the first one, like that was funny. Like it was like, all those kids were trying to fight him.
Oh
and he just started slapping.
I don't know.
him.
I thought this one had some really brutal takedowns.
Oh yeah.
Like in the prison when he rips that guy, the dad,
yeah.
he like ripped his.
That's what I was saying.
I was like, oh my god, you never like you see a guy like break a guy's finger before, but he like ripped his hand in half. Like I was like, because I was like, oh, he broke his fingers. You're fucked now. Your fingers, bro. Then I'm like, oh my god, he ripped your hand. I thought like I said, I thought the prison scene was dope. Yeah. The girl was like smacking people with a frying pan. He was and then like I said, there is a little lull. But I thought when they're in the hotel and they're fighting, it was I don't know. The end was super corny. Where it's like
corny's a good
they
word,
they kept like they're like, all right, we're safe. And then he calls him. He's like, I want one last showdown.
I was like, I hate you. I hate you so much.
I didn't like that kid either. He's like, my dad.
You know
I'm like, your dad's got you in a prison where like if your dad's not around, your mom's gonna get great.
Yeah, there you go. Ooh.
And he's like, no, we wanted to stay there with my dad. Like, what, you okay, buddy? Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's speaking of Sandros, that was the kid's name, Sandros. He annoyed me because so that Indian guy, Vas or Vase, whatever,
who ends up dying.
Yeah. That didn't make sense because Sandros took his phone, right? He took his phone off the table. And then he had it for so long.
That's funny. I agree with you. I thought he just made the call and put the phone back down, but then later his mom takes it from him like, the guy to know his really expensive
Right.
satellite phone that works in any country.
Your team
is
of 3,
Yeah, is missing.
Yeah,
Like,
I was like, that was such bull.
that kid was the worst. Because,
He
like,
was.
I loved how at the end of the movie, too, the guy even says it to him. He's like, are they going to kill my mom? And he's like, well, if you wanted her to live, you shouldn't have called us. And it's like, yeah, you idiot. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean you care about your mom now? Like, your dad was beating her and you guys were locked in a prison. And you're
Right.
like, please don't kill her.
Yeah.
Like, they literally just showed up here with bazookas. Your mom, they're coming to kill her. Like,
Right. Yeah, no, there's a lot of cliche, corny moments with that. Like, the first one was so, like, fresh. I think fresh. I don't say original because I don't think anything's really original anymore. But it was a very refreshing take on action movies, stuff like that. And this one just fed all of the cliches, like, oh, we have an emotional story. The person you're saving is connected to your mom, or like some.
It's
that
funny
part.
you say that. I wrote that down as a good thing. I wrote it down like we're back to like our traditional action hero movie. Like sometimes the plots are stupid. Like
But it's the
there are
worst.
so many Jean-Claude Van Damme movies where the plot is so pointless.
This reminded me of John
But when he
Wick
like
4.
roundhouse kicks the guy at the end and knocks him off the cliff, you're like, this movie was amazing.
No, it just fell flat just for a lot of parts.
I don't think it fell flat. I saw on
For
Twitter
me.
it was doing great. So
I mean,
I don't think it fell
I know
flat.
I'm in the minority. I can live with that.
Yeah.
Just I'm not gonna watch this again just because. Also, like
I think it was good. I probably won't watch it again though. No need to.
No, I would watch the first one. I would recommend that over this one any day. Cause also like it was like the cliche of like, oh, I'm a Russian villain. Like they had like why?
That's what I'm telling you. It's like all the cliches.
Why? Like
Did you notice that they were all wearing the same? They got shot the
Uniforms?
same armor where John Wick was. Like everyone was just
Yeah.
taking bullets the whole movie. We're like, oh, everyone brought the Kevlar.
yeah, I was saying at least everyone.
Yeah,
had
at least they didn't
one.
have a suit. Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's like you watch movies all the time and nobody's bulletproof vest ever works. Like these
Yeah.
people's bulletproof vests work very good.
Yes.
Like,
It was like 3 shots and then you get hit.
yeah,
But no, yeah, I will say I will not take anything away from the first 30 minutes of this movie. It was like
the opening scene in the prison is amazing. It's like
awesome.
bam, right into it. Like Idris Elba pops up. He's now in this movie.
who I wanted to ask. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying. And then like he talks for like 3 minutes, and then next thing you know, like 60 seconds, he's like literally walking into the prison with
Yeah.
a gun. He does like a little Rocky montage where he's working
yes.
out, and then
Cliche.
we're like 10 minutes into the movie, and he's in the prison. And then I'm like, this is all happening too fast. Like this
Yeah.
movie's really long, and they're about to get out of the prison right now.
All right. Yeah, that's what I said. Like they sped it up so fast. And
Yeah, and just to keep doing it, I thought that was a little whack where they kept like.
the pacing was weird.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, weird's a good word. Where like they ramp it up and they're like, oh, they win the prison thing, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, okay, his brother's not gonna stop. You think that like the hotel scene is all right? That's finale. They get
Yeah.
away, nobody, whatever, and then they're like, you know what? 40 more minutes of this movie, I'm gonna meet you and fight all like. Pretend like it's gonna be a one-on-one, even though I
Alright.
know all your men are there, and then we're gonna fight again. there.
I can't deal with it. It was stupid.
Just to strap the kid up to prove that the kid was a pussy and he wasn't gonna be able to shoot me in the
kid
first
sucked.
place.
The
like,
kid was so stupid.
it was so cliche. Everyone knew how that movie was going to end with that
Yes.
kid. That he was going to have a chance to kill
Chris.
Thor, and he wasn't going to do it. And
No.
and the uncle was going to be like, "Well, I'm killing you now."
Yeah.
And then like, so it was very good. But I like that. I feel like
I
a
hate
lot
that.
of for a lot of movies they like try to get outside of
For
themselves.
this movie specifically, that's why I gave it a lot of grief for this, because they made their.
The first
made
one
it a
was
point.
really personal, where it was like
Yeah.
this little kid he was trying to save. But in this one, the problem was like there was a little kid he was trying to save who was a jerk. Like,
The kid was a prick.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you didn't even like the
It would have
person.
been awesome if the uncle actually blew him up. Like,
I thought the uncle was gonna shoot him when he ran away the first
thought-
time. I was like, yeah, shoot him.
I
Like,
thought he was gonna shoot him. He said, "How disappointing!" And then I thought he was gonna shoot him.
Yeah.
I was really hoping for him. Like, come on, bring it back. He'll get you a score up. But then, of course, the girl's like, "No, I knew you. I couldn't abandon you. You're my teammate." She's like, "Stop! What are you gonna do? You're gonna put your gun down like every other cliche." It's annoying. It's so annoying. But I will say that fight scene was, like I said, all the action scenes were great.
Yeah, very
like
well
they
done.
never do that. Like they never disappoint with that with this franchise at least. But no, like the in between moments where I had the biggest issues, and they felt so long. It's because, like as Sean says, like they the first one established, and the second one in the first 30 minutes they established like it's a go go go. It's always been a go go go.
Yeah, this one it wasn't go go go. It was like
Go,
go,
go, go.
stop go. Like they kept stopping.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of stopping
Stop
going
it.
on.
You catch your breath. Like I get
And
it.
like like I said, I thought it was just a cheesy, like traditional action hero movie where like he's like climbing on the train with the machine gun shooting at a helicopter.
That was fine. Like that was fine. Like,
I love their like the helicopters being perfectly accurate at all times until he hops on where he can't move at all, and they're like, we can't hit him anymore.
Did you see that? There's that scene. There was like it was like so that's the camera's the chopper, right? And this my hands like the tracer bullets. It's like da da da, and then like it stopped like perfectly like,
right in front of
they're like how? Like I have to lie. Even if you're just guessing, you could have hit him.
Or they're like shooting through the window in that house, and they're all just hiding behind the sink, like it's not made out of aluminum. Like they
not even aluminum.
Yeah,
it's like plywood.
Exactly. Like they're not gonna get killed.
Yeah, I was like, that's a bulletproof plywood.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess. No, yeah, I would say the action stuff was fine. I'm fine with the action cliches. I was just really annoyed with the lulls in between because it drags so much ass. But the ending was cool in the sense of like the fight scene, but also he's like, I will not stop. And then Krista shot him.
Yeah.
Like that was well,
like, it's just a little different because in the first one he was like outgunned, undermanned. He had like a pistol, and he was somewhere where like this one it was like a traditional action movie where like he could use everything. It was like Mission Impossible. He had like armored cars, all the ammo he needed, grenades, like. So this one was a little different. The first one, he like didn't have all that stuff. Yeah. Like he like slowly ran out of it. He had it like to start, and then he ran out of it. And, like by the end of the movie, he was running around with a pistol, and the kid had one, and they were like, and he was all messed up. And this one, it was like full gear. So I don't know. It's just a different vibe than the other one. But I didn't like you said, the original one was like go 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 go. It was like really intense.
Yeah.
To the finish, and like when they got out, they were out. This one, they escaped 2 different times just to go back and fight again. Like
I'm not. What was that line? He's like, I'm not coming to negotiate.
Yeah, he was like, he's like, I'm about to get on my plane, and he's like, I can't because I want to kill you or something. I forgot what he said.
There's a lot of really bad. Who wrote this? Like, who wrote this?
But for me, I thought that was a little endearing because I thought it was more of like let's get back to a masculine action hero where it's like man saving a woman and children. You know what I mean? Fighting a Russian bad guy. You know what I mean? He's a Superman. Like helicopters can't even take him out.
Like
I'm not gonna watch it again either. But
never watch it.
I thought it was good.
It was. I also just did not like the fact and how he like died. Like he died in the first movie. I don't want to hear like he died. And I knew once I saw like in the post credit he came back, and then the movie I was like, yeah, whatever. Like I already had a bad taste in my mouth once. I was like, oh, so you just survived 40 bullets to your face and everything. Like they made a point in the first one when he got shot in the throat and you saw him bleed out and then die in the water. No, he's fine. And then it took him quicker to recover from getting shot throughout his body than the lulls in the movie. Like him like coming from paraplegic to like a hitman took less time than the you weren't there for our son when he had cancer. Like I hate you. I hate you so much. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going on a tangent about that.
All right. So what would you rate it?
I gave it a 4.5.
That is so low. I didn't get a 4.5. I gave it a 7. I thought it was a good action movie.
The same as The Flash?
I thought The Flash was okay. That's a 7.5.
It's not that close. It's not that close.
Well, I'm watching the movies for what they are and not like they're in different genres and different. I was expecting different things from these movies as well.
I was expecting a good action movie, and I didn't.
I thought the action was good.
The action was good, but it was not an action. It was
what that is an action movie.
It's worse though. I've seen so many better. Like all action movies have that same cliche, right? But the lulls got me. I fell asleep.
I don't know if it was. I just think they picked like the mom and the kids weren't good.
No,
they weren't good actors. We didn't care about them. They just weren't like I don't know what it was.
You know what would have been cool if the mom got shot in the prison and then he had to protect the kids.
Or something like that. I don't know. For some like the family who he's trying to protect, you really just weren't fucking.
It's when you get the adults involved. Yeah, it just doesn't make it fun.
Because like that kid in the first one was dope. He was like real nerdy little kid, and he was like. I don't know. In this one, it's like you probably wanted to like the son, but he was being a little prick.
He should have. I wanted. What's that scene in that Step Brothers? He's just. I want. You have a punchable. Face.
Yeah, it's like I punch like that's what I did. I was like, dude, knock this kid out. Put him in some handcuffs.
Like, can you blow up that chest piece? Like, also that's why I bring up that Idris Virgo thing. He's like, you want to know my boss? Like at the end and stuff. But I want to ask you because they're bringing back Ludwig. What is Ludwig?
I don't know. What is it?
It was like he played him.
Who?
Idris Virgo.
Idris Virgo.
Idris Elba. Idris Virgo.
Luther?
No, Ludwig. Look it up.
I don't know. I don't have my phone.
Oh, damn it. But it's. I guess I doesn't answer anything there because I thought you would know. But it's a show that's coming that Idris Virgo stars on.
Talking about Luther? I thought they were bringing Luther back.
Oh, maybe it is Luther.
I don't know why I keep saying. I've never heard of Ludwig. Luther, where he's a detective.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Luther, but he don't work for like the CIA or nothing.
Okay.
He's like literally like a
What's
Sherlock.
Ludwig?
He's like a drunk detective who's really good.
Okay, so it's not
So it won't have anything to do with this.
Okay.
Not that I would guess.
I mean,
because he seemed like some kind of like CIA agent type of guy. Luther is just like one of the best detectives in England type. He's like Sherlock, but he's like a drunk and like a genius.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't know what Ludwig is. I don't know
what you're saying. You kept saying Idris Virgo too, so I don't know what's going on.
Idris Virgo's a boxer. My bad. Just boxing time out here. Yeah, no, this movie I don't recommend watching.
I would recommend.
I don't recommend it.
Don't
if you want to waste your if you want to turn it on,
it is long though.
It drags.
I'll say that
it's
to
only
close it
2
out.
hours, by the way.
Huh?
It's only 2 hours.
That's what I'm saying. Usually those movies are like an hour and a half or something. Like the Netflix movies.
Ass.
The Netflix movies are like not an
hour
hour
40,
30, hour 40 minutes. I was just gonna say it was like 20 minutes too long. Is my problem with it.
I think it was 2 hours too long.
They could have cut the final act. I think the movie could have been over after they did the hotel part where they all got away. And I would have just let them take the son and been like, to be continued, and you'll kill that motherfucker later.
I would have liked it a lot more.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, later, you know what I mean? In 3 years, it's like that kid smoking a cigarette. He's like, I'm going to kill that guy who killed my dad.
That'd be awesome. That'd be so much
That's what
better.
I would have done. Something like that. Like, the final act was pointless. And then, like, they all get arrested. It just seems super pointless.
What was the point of the prison? Like, it was
that's what I'm saying, too. The prison was so dope. And they were like, all right, we're done with that in 20 minutes.
Your best part. I was like, you ruined it for me. I was like, whatever. If you want to turn this on mute with the TV off, you can watch it then. Or if you have
after they leave the prison.
Yeah, after leave the prison. We'll say that. Like once they're in the prison, you don't have to watch it anymore. You can fall asleep to it. It's like sleepy music. Like nothing's really happening. If you want to hear corny lines, you want to punch yourself through the window, then yeah, by all means, watch this. I would have given it a lower. It's
not that bad. I'm only talking about a lower rating than 4.5. It's not that bad.
It was a 4. I gave it a half a point more because of that line, or because that they did another cliche. I will not stop. Then Chris.
Yeah, that was funny. I wrote that down in my notes too, where he's like, "I will not stop," and he just rolls over and shoots him in the head,
and then lays back down. Yeah. So yeah, no. That it was a quick little episode, guys. Before you have this, really like right now, subscribe down below. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Comment what you guys thought of Extraction. If you agree with Sean, he's Ron, or if you agree with me, Tom, Tom, right, Sean, Ron. See, it rhymes. Sean, Ron. It makes sense. And look, he's choking on his horrible take on this movie. But yeah, guys, this is it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care.